Hi, my name is Trent Tucker, and this is a short little video on how to live stream your lecture. So, not about recording your lecture and posting it to your learning management system, but how to do your lecture live as a stream in real time. Oh, and by the way, it's zero cost. So, step one, create a YouTube account. It's free. So I'm going to be using MGMT 1000 videos. It's a YouTube account I created a few years ago for the University of Guelph. I created a new account for Thompson Rivers University, and unfortunately the URL is kind of yucky, but that's okay. I mean, if you're going to send the URL to your students, you just copy it and paste it in an email, and they just click the link. Nobody ever has to type out capital U, capital C, capital T, lowercase k, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's the first step, is create the YouTube account. So let's go over here. This is my YouTube account. Pretty underwhelming. And if I go to YouTube Studio, okay, it gives me the different options I have here. I can create a video, and I want to go live. So go live in YouTube Studio gives me some things that I have done previously. I'm going to create a brand new stream from scratch. Let's call this live stream demo video. It's public. When classes get canceled, get online. There you go. It's educational. It's not made for kids, but it's not unsafe for kids. And then we'll create a stream. So YouTube's going to go away, and it's going to create a stream. Okay. And the important thing is that we have this stream key, which has been auto-generated. Anyone who has a stream key can intercept it. So usually you don't reveal it. I'm going to reveal it. It starts with a 93F3, and I'm going to copy it. The other thing to keep in mind is the streaming URL. So you need an RMTP ingester. Now, YouTube has their standard ingesters, and the software we're going to use knows what these standard ingesters are. So you don't need to worry about setup, but it gives you all of the URLs and stuff for setup anyhow. So let's fire up the software. Or wait, let's go back to our nice slideshow. So we already had that slide. Step number 2. Download OBS. So OBS is the Open Broadcasting Software Suite, and it's used mostly by gamers, but you can use it for educators as well. And it's free, so the price is right. The idea is that we have the OBS Studio running on the laptop. It spits out a stream. It goes to YouTube. And as an added bonus, you can record your lecture to your laptop. So you don't need Camtasia or other software to record. It will do that automatically for you. Okay, so back here, remember we copied the stream key. OBS is what we're looking for. Let's fire that up. Here's OBS starting up. Now I have a scene. That's what they call what I'm going to be streaming. I need some sources. So let's add a source, display capture, which is my laptop display. So there you go. It looks like this. We're getting some feedback, which is why it shows up like this. If you get sort of a zoomed in area and not a whole lot of other stuff, you can always right mouse click over here and choose resize output to source size. And it will capture your entire screen. And just for fun, why don't we add in an audio input capture. So we can create a new audio input capture. It'll ask you, do you want your built-in microphone? I'm using an AT220 USB desk mic, so I'll use that. Sounds a little bit better. Otherwise, it's just stock equipment. There's nothing special about this, this Mac. And finally, let's add in a video capture device. So pick OK. It'll give you a list of devices. The FaceTime camera. There's my smiling face. How are you all doing? My name is Trent Tucker, and I will be recording this today. So there we go. And we can move this around wherever you want. So you could, put this in the bottom corner and make it smaller. whatever you want. So your students are going to see your screen and they're going to see your smiling face down here in the corner. Before I start streaming and start recording, if I go to settings, I hit stream, and it's going to be picking it up on YouTube using the primary YouTube ingester server, like I said, already set up. And we can get rid of that. I pasted that link. Let's show it. It should start with a 9.3. There it is, starts with a 9.3. So we're using the right stream link. That's good. Okay, and you can go through these other things, you know, which mic you're using, your video, and all those settings. But basically, out of the box, you don't need to do much setup. So we've got our stream going. So we start streaming. I'm not going to hit start recording because I'm already recording using Camtasia, and I don't know what will happen if I have multiple things recording audio and video at the same time. My guess is that my computer will probably get really hot. It should all work. There we go. And we are going to start streaming now. So let's start streaming. So now OBS is sending a stream out to YouTube. So down here, down here you can see we have a nice green block. That means we're having a great connection with YouTube. Sometimes it'll go lesser green or yellow, depending. Number of kilobytes per second, how much CPU usage is going on, like 37%. Ay caramba. Let's go over to YouTube and see what we see there. So over here at YouTube, looks like you're ready. Click here to start streaming. So we click go live. What the YouTube screen does for us is it will give us a little preview window here. So if you are logged into YouTube, you are going to see my screen. There's a little bit of a delay, okay? So it's going live. We've been going for 14 seconds now. And down here in the corner is my YouTube chat. So I can send a message out to the world. Hello, world. I'm live. And then that message will go out, and if one of my followers is watching this YouTube video, and I'm just logging in as a follower on my other computer, which you can't see, they're following this live stream. Hey man, is what they say, and guess what? That comment is going to show up here in my comments. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Don't worry about it. So, yes, close, wonderful stuff. I'm a prof. I have my PowerPoint open. You're hearing my voice. You should be seeing my picture down here in the corner. I can't see it myself, but that's how OBS works. Step number 3, set up streaming, which we did. On the YouTube side first, grab the ingester key, pop it into the OBS side, done, you're streaming. I'll get to the student comments here in a second. But again, let's go over to Notability, for example, and I've got the Kelson question. So we have some what if questions, profit contribution is this instead of that. The objective function value is $3,700. If we have an increase of 2, across 500 gloves, this is going to increase to $4,700. And again, we can scroll down here and see that the 2% increase is the allowable increase of plus 7. It was 5, it's going up to 7. We still have 500. Right, so you can do all of your regular kinds of things. I'm using my tablet and a PDF document. I'm using my PowerPoint, or in this case Keynote, on my Apple. And these are some student comments. When I was live streaming last winter, and students said they really liked the fact that I was streaming the lectures during their class time because they weren't able to get into class with snowy weather. People said, you know, my car is frozen, I can't get up the hill, and all this stuff. Somebody else said it's a very good, decent alternative if you don't want or can't get to class. One student said that the mic that I was using in the classroom wasn't very good, but I'm at home and my mic is right here on my desk with me. If you were to do this, you know, live streaming in a real class, it's a good idea to repeat the questions. And I actually had students watching live in class. And they said they were in class today and they liked the fact that the video, they could pause it, rewind to see what I'd done, see what I typed into an Excel spreadsheet, whatever it was, and away we go. So that's really my demonstration in a nutshell. Like I said, you set up your YouTube account and away it goes. Again, I got lots of things running on this machine. When you're done, you just hit end stream. If your students are asking you questions, and they can type, maybe, go back to that. Occasionally you'll check in on YouTube and you'll say, oh, I see Trent Tires a question, go back to that. And then I'll say, will do. Right, and then I go back to, yes. You see how this works? This $4,700 from $3,700. It's all good. Let me change the color of my pen here, and we're talking about the sensitivity report. Remember, blah 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 blah. Wonderful stuff. And whatever you can have on your screen, you can record with OBS. So we could record, we could stream. We're still streaming. Let's go back to YouTube. Let's end this stream. Are you sure? I'm sure. Okay, so there you have it. Really easy to do. Zero cost, and what can I say? It's simple enough to do. OBS, you can stop streaming on the OBS side. If you've made a recording, it saves. You can edit the recording and use your learning management system. Send the URL from YouTube to your students, and they'll see the live stream video. They click on it, and they get to watch. And like I said, you can use the comments to take questions from the audience. There are other ways you could do that. If your learning management system has a discussion board feature, you could have that running in a separate tab, and so on and so forth. So I leave that with you for your thought. And if you have any questions, please email me. And that's it. Happy live streaming your classes if need be.